Once upon a time, in a peaceful valley surrounded by snow-capped mountains and whispering pine forests, there lived a humble potter named Raghav. His hands were rough, shaped by years of molding clay, but his heart was warm and full of kindness. He lived alone, having lost his family in a flood years ago, and yet he never cursed his fate. People in the village said Raghav had the hands of the gods, for his pots never cracked, and his sculptures held a lifelike serenity. He earned just enough to survive, yet he never turned away a beggar, never let anyone go hungry from his doorstep. In the same kingdom there lived a young prince named Veer. Ambitious, bold, and blessed with intelligence, Veer was being groomed to take over the kingdom. Yet, with all the power at his fingertips, Veer was restless. He often questioned life, destiny, and the purpose of suffering. One day, during a royal visit to the countryside, Veer noticed Raghav shaping a sculpture of Lord Buddha with such peaceful expression it stirred something deep within him. "Who taught you to craft like this?" Veer asked. Raghav bowed and said, "No one, my prince. Pain taught me, silence shaped me, and kindness saved me." That answer haunted Veer. He returned to the palace but couldn't forget the potter's words. That night he asked the royal sage, "Is our destiny fixed, or can our actions change it?" The sage smiled. "Your karma writes your destiny. If you want to change your fate, change your deeds." A year passed. War broke out in the north. The king sent Prince Veer to lead the battle. Despite being brave, he was betrayed by his own generals. The army scattered. Veer was captured, wounded, and presumed dead. He was thrown into a pit deep in the enemy territory. Days turned to weeks. Food was scarce. Darkness was constant. Rats were his only company. Every breath was pain, every second a fight. It was in that pit that Veer remembered Raghav, the potter who shaped his life with peace, even after great suffering. Veer closed his eyes and began meditating, whispering the same mantra Raghav was murmuring when they first met. "I am not my suffering, I am my response to it." Slowly, Veer changed. He stopped waiting for rescue. He began preparing his mind. He befriended silence. He faced his fears. When a guard passed by, he spoke with kindness instead of anger. One day, that same guard threw down a loaf of bread. A week later, he lowered a rope. Veer escaped. Disguised and weak, Veer returned to the kingdom. He discovered that his uncle had taken over the throne, spreading lies about Veer's death. The people were suffering, taxes were high, and kindness was rare. Veer didn't seek revenge. Instead, he found Raghav. The potter, older now, welcomed him with open arms. "You were right," Veer whispered. "Pain teaches, silence shapes, and kindness. It saved me." For the next 2 years, Veer lived as a common man. He helped Raghav, served the poor, and became a man of the people. He learned that greatness lies not in ruling people, but in serving them. One morning, news spread. The tyrant king was ill. The kingdom was falling apart. The ministers begged Veer to return. He agreed, but this time not as a prince. He returned as a servant leader, barefoot, simple robes, riding a bullock cart. The people cheered. Under Veer's rule, the kingdom flourished. Temples were built, not for gods, but as shelters for the homeless. Fields grew green again. Justice became swift. Peace returned. One day, a young man asked Veer, "What made you great?" Veer smiled, looking at Raghav, who now sat by his side. "I chose karma over comfort. I chose action over excuses. I chose to believe that my past did not define me. My response to it did." Years later, when Veer passed away, the people didn't build a tomb. Instead, they placed a plaque in the forest near Raghav's hut. It read, "Here lived two men, one shaped clay, the other shaped destiny. Your actions, your karma, are more powerful than any fate written in the stars. Destiny may give you circumstances, but karma gives you choices. In every moment, you are either shaping heaven or digging a pit. Choose love, choose kindness, choose conscious action. That's the path to true success in this life and the next." If this story moved your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such soul-stirring tales. New stories every week to lift your spirit and awaken your power.